Yo, what
What's
up,
going
Coach
on, my
Matt?
man? Not
How's it
much,
going?
coach. Just
How's it
chilling,
going?
dude. How about you?
Just eating some mangoes.
Dried?
Yeah. What?
Dried mangoes?
No, some just cubed mango.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really working on the caloric intake recently.
Trying to up
Was-
it.
Yeah, I was just at a comp this weekend, and these guys are eating like quadruple what I'm eating.
Yeah, I
So,
think you're off to a good start. What'd you have today?
I had about 4 ounces of ground beef.
Nice.
It was
Really
93
clutch on the protein.
uh lean, so pretty lean. So I add a little bit of cheese, make it a little bit more calorically dense. Barely any cheese, probably like, just a little bit of sprinkled Parmesan on top, basically. Uh that's almost it for the day.
Then you had some goat's cheese.
Yeah, then I had some goat cheese, a nice little piece of goat cheese. And then I had, I guess, 4 ounces of like sirloin steak about 7 hours later from the breakfast.
Yeah,
Um,
so
Probably
caloric
about a
intake.
1,000 calories in for the day, and the day's
Yeah.
almost over. So
Wow.
figured the mangoes would help push me over the edge.
Yeah. Good job, dude.
How was your weekend, dude? You had some big shit happen. We had our lowest attended podcast on Friday. With what? Coach Sam on there, the Novo
Yep.
CEO.
Yep. We'll have to debrief with Sam on maybe Wednesday.
Yeah, we're just keeping the Sundays to something else.
Debrief the comp and all that is CrossFit. Had a lot of interesting thoughts.
We
I'll
might
say
throw our
that.
own comp, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's in the works. And the conversations have been started. Mild. If I do it, we're going all out though. Like I just told you before we started this live show, I'm inviting some big dogs.
I
More to come.
think it should be an indie comp.
That'd be sick. An indie comp. We'll do some like personal, I'll program some stuff, but then we'll do like CrossFit benchmarks. That'll be like the premise of the WOD.
Be sick.
6 events. All of them are short. Be dope.
6 events. Yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll do 4 to 4 and 4. Guys go, girls go. No RX, no scale. Everybody will be able to do everything. We'll put some parameters out there. Like, I'm not going to throw a handstand walk in there. But, like bar muscle ups, maybe not even those. Be pretty sick. Brain's stewing, so. But what else happened?
Yeah.
Man?
So what else, man? Took care of your fish tank today.
Yeah, we did my fish tank. I had a crazy dream I wanted to tell the people about.
Notice it.
Yeah, can you guys notice that? We spent several hours on this thing, but this has been running for months, but we took out probably 30 pounds of rock. Maybe way more than 30 pounds.
Good chunk of rock, I think.
Yeah, good chunk of rock. Got rid of 5 different fish. We took them. They're in the freezer right now, slowly dying. Just kidding, chat. Just kidding. The fish are at the fish store. We took them there. Gave them a better home, a better life, a cleaner life. But my dream, pretty fucked up, dude. Let me tell you about it. So let me just fix my phone here so I could see if anybody chats on the old Instagram. Okay. It's my dream last night.
That could happen real quick before you go into your dream.
What?
Like, do you think we could get the world to a point where like we fuck up all the reefs in the ocean and literally like our tanks have like that's it for the species?
Oh, how fucking crazy would that be? Like if we as fish owners were like holding the last extinct fish.
Yeah, like the last of the fish and coral.
It was us, like people. There's too much captive bred shit. They'd be doing a lot of stuff. We wouldn't be it, but you mean like the fish community?
I just mean like, us fish keepers and those alike in general.
Yeah. I mean, I don't not see that happening. I see that happening at some point.
How weird would that be?
Be scary.
OSHA comes over and they're like, dude, we need some of your coral. Not OSHA, whoever it's called, NOAA. One of those organizations.
Fucking OSHA, the fucking safety violation. OSHA safety.
Just sounds like ocean.
Yeah, I know what you meant though. Yeah, it'd be pretty fucking nuts. I think that's. I mean, I even think about that in the sense of, like, where did dogs come from?
Wolves, I thought.
I just like that many breeds came from a wolf.
Oh yeah, the breed thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like
true.
where'd we get a Bernese Mountain Dog? Like, where is she? She's fucking shriveled up somewhere, dead from the heat. Fran, are you alive? Fran, I don't know where they went. But like just a lot of different breeds.
I would assume they were all just running around rampant, running around
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, I guess it's just really crazy to think about.
Silent
Also
Athletics joined the Instagram live. Dude, great event.
Yeah, we were just chatting about it. Awesome event
over there. We're gonna talk about it more on Wednesday since Sam's, at work tonight.
Yeah, but the Asylum Athletics crew inspired us. Inspired me a little bit. It was cool. It was a really cool comp. So Wednesday, yeah, tune in. What time are we doing that one?
That one is at 7:30 p.m.
7:30 p.m. Yeah, after the gym. Oh, we got our first Facebook thumbs up here, and
I've never gotten that before.
That's pretty dope. Why don't the rest of you guys do that for us?
I don't know.
But anyway, so my dream, dude. And then I think I got we're going all over the place. The brains are bouncing. The dog breed thing, the fish breeding. My dream last night. It freaks me out to even talk about some of the last couple nights I've been having fucking freaky dreams. So the one I do remember last night's dream, pretty vividly. So I was having this headache in this dream. And in the headache, then all of a sudden I started bleeding out of my ears. So just jump right fucking to it. I don't remember all the fucking stuff in between it, but I was in PA or somewhere. I don't even remember. It had to have been PA. And Vince was taking me to the hospital. And Sarah was there, all this crazy shit. And I was bleeding out of my ears. And we went to the hospital. I think we were at Paoli Hospital. And I was at the admissions or whatever you would do to get checked in, and they're asking about insurance as blood is coming out of my ear and doing nothing. And I was fighting with this one bitch, and she was refusing to help me and all this other crazy stuff. And we were getting back in the car, and we were we're going to a different hospital. I knew this place was a shithole. So we went to a different hospital, and Vince took me somewhere else. And I think it was Vince. It might've been you, but somebody was taking me, but I was fucking bleeding out of my ears. And I woke up this morning and I was in such pain. My head hurt so bad. My ears hurt. They still are bothering me to this, right now. My ears are still hurting me. So rewind a little bit. Saturday, same thing, another weird dream about me not feeling well. And when I was at the gym on Saturday, I was laying on the ground. I was stretching my hips, did the workout already. And there's a crow just sitting there. Fucking staring at me, dude. Isn't that bad? That's bad omens. I don't want to talk about fucking bad omens and bad shit.
A crow staring at you? I don't think that's a bad omen.
Oh, when are crows just fucking floating around? Never.
I was told crows are very smart.
So I fucking pissed a crow
one off. It'll track you down and just fucking shit all over your window, and it'll come after you.
Yeah, but what did I do to piss a crow off? My thought, in my head, was Edgar Allan Poe with the fucking black raven or the crow.
I think you're just into birds. Because remember, I don't know. Remember some time ago, you were freaking out because you noticed a lot of bird activity around here. Remember that?
Oh, you're right.
You were
we were driving home, and all the shit with there was all the shit with Russia or something fucking crazy. Maybe I don't remember what it was. But there was flocks of birds. And I remember I was like, dude, something weird's fucking happening. I've never seen this many birds. And they're just not your ordinary bird, chat. These are birds I've never seen before in California.
Seagulls. He's seen them.
No, it wasn't a seagull. But maybe you're right. I do have a bird tattoo on my leg. I have a kookaburra, the singing bird of Australia. But I don't know.
I feel like the West Coast seagulls are way more chill
than the East Coast,
dude.
Yeah, East Coast
pull
seagulls.
Out a French fry on the East Coast,
fucking attack you.
You're getting a whole flock with you in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, well,
they'll steal shit out of your hands at the beach.
Yeah, I think they're pretty fucked up here too. But that's very similar to
Maybe not near
pigeons.
us.
Yeah, maybe I'm sure down near like the boardwalks. Like when we went
Yeah.
to Santa Monica on that boardwalk, 100%.
Oh yeah. Maybe
They're
it's more
nuts
like
there.
in Santa Monica.
Yeah, like up here, they're a little bit classier. We'll call them classy
Yeah.
seagulls. But Jersey, did you ever do like growing up? People do fucked up shit. They would put like fishing hooks inside a French fry and give it to the seagull.
That is
and
fucked.
Then catch it. It's really fucked. Like I think you can go to prison for that shit. Sam, can you pull someone over for that? Like, what would you? Is that against the law?
I know people used to give them gum, and that was sad.
That's fucked. That's fucked. Well, people used to just throw. That was like a big thing. Like, don't throw your gum out the window driving because birds will eat it and then expands in their stomach and then poof, just like that.
Yeah.
Pigeon dead.
And there was something else that you could give a seagull and it would like, blow up. It's like Mentos?
No. Yeah, that will fucking blow them up too. Because people are fucked up. They'll do like Mentos with fucking Coca-Cola. I'm pretty sure it was bread. Like bread, just like it was something crazy weird like that, or crackers or saltines.
It definitely was not bread, dude. You know how much bread I've given seagulls in my life?
I guess a lot.
It's like a pastime. Yeah, you sat with the old man and you just throw bread.
Yeah, but the worst was when you're on the beach and the Jersey Shore. For everybody listening, we got all the new West Coasters out here. Completely different. Like when you go to the beach, it's a fucking like. Is there beaches like that around here?
I don't know. I mean, from what we've seen, and we've been up and down the coast, I don't think we've seen anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm sure around holidays here, it gets pretty mobbed.
I mean, but like Atlantic City mob.
Yeah, like can you pull a photo up of that? I'm sure I have a video, but like fucking crazy, like so different compared to like any other beach in the world. I mean, I'm sure like Florida beaches get pretty mobbed too. But I don't even think to this extent, like chairs everywhere. People like set up tents. People are putting umbrellas everywhere. Teacher Lucas, there's a sign that says "Don't feed the birds with bread." Yeah, it's probably so they stop coming after us. But I don't think there's any beaches out here similar.
I guess this is probably as close to up. I've seen it way worse than this, but let me share it.
Yeah, I'm sure if you just search like one of the more popular beaches.
Searched like Labor Day weekend, but what do you think of that? Yeah, I mean that's pretty accurate actually.
That's fucking nuts, yeah. That's literally it. And like hundreds of people every square fucking foot. You also pay to go onto the beach. And if they don't catch you at the beach, then they walk around, lifeguards, kids, like fucking 18-year-olds will walk around and they're like, "Hey, are you here for the day or the week?"
Yeah, what do you Californians think about that? You have to pay a fee to go on to the beach.
Yeah, so if you're there for a week, you buy like every adult, not kid, every adult, right? Buys a beach tag that you like put on your fucking bathing suit and it lives there. And it's like, oh yeah, I paid for the family already. So a lot of times,
and everyone's family, doesn't matter who you are, is always trying to scheme the beach taggers.
Yeah,
you'd like run to they'd be like, all right, everyone go quick, they're coming. You have to go all run into the water.
Yeah, get in the water.
You're swimming,
and then stay there forever. But they come back. They come back, or while you're like you'll pretend to sleep, or you'll be asleep, and then like they'll come over. Hey, I need to you need to get a beach tag.
One family friend I went with, I forget what beach it was. Man, I can't remember. But like it was like a boardwalk. I want to say it's Myrtle Beach, but that doesn't sound right. They had a boardwalk, and every boardwalk entrance, maybe it was Wildwood, I don't know. Every boardwalk entrance, you had a person standing there. And so, like, one time we jumped the fence.
That sounds like Wildwood, yeah, the boardwalk, or like Ocean City.
Ocean City, that's what it was.
Yeah, it sounds like Ocean City. Ocean City, you can't even bring. You'll get fucked up if you bring beer onto the beach.
Yeah,
arrested.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The dry island.
Anyone from California know? Dude, Dave Adora finally joining up on the Instagram. We need to interview him.
That's the Aussie, right? The travel. He lived in Aussie, right?
That's the travel. I don't think he lived there, but maybe.
Traveler. I remember talk about it.
I just hooked him up with some Sonos headphones.
Did you?
Little Appa. Yeah.
Appa the fucking beast. Yeah. Crazy shit at the fucking Jersey Shore. You miss those days?
No.
I always try to explain the houses though. Like Long Beach Island houses are different.
Yeah.
Like a lot of fucking money. I mean, compared to the prices out here, doesn't compare. But the houses in Long Beach Island, like, oh, a lot of fucking money. A
We're
lot of people
talking Long
from New
Beach
York.
Island, New Jersey. Don't. Or are you
Yeah,
talking about New Jersey or New York?
yeah,
Which one are you talking about?
New Jersey, Long Beach
New
Island,
Jersey. Yeah.
like Beach Haven, like some of the Barnegat houses, and even places like me and Jesse went to the Hamptons. Yes, like remember when it flooded and Pop made us go down?
Yeah, it was like just so we could rubble through all the damages.
Yeah, and he just wanted to see what the hell happened. He was so curious. Go to Zillow.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea. Isn't there like a castle?
Yeah,
Beach house there?
Yeah, somewhere. Some of these houses are insane. Look up Beach Haven. That's like where all the money's at.
I thought it was Harvey Cedars.
That's one of them. But the newer ones are like Beach Haven and like Avalon, where like Kelsey lives, and all those spots. A lot of questions.
Yeah. We got a 4.5 million Harvey Cedars.
So like the prices compared to out here for like being on the beach, not even comparable. So you got the ocean on your right side, you have the bay on the other side, which is like a benefit I think out on the East Coast. Like you can go into the bay, you get calm water, you can just hang out. The sun sets on that side, you get clams, crabs, you could fish, you can hang out. Go to the kid beach because there's no waves.
Yeah, the kid beach.
Yep. Look up like, yeah, there's one of them, $5 million.
7 mil right there. Look at this thing. How many rooms is this?
But the difference, dude, that house out here would cost
7
like the Montecito. That would be like, that'd be like 30, 40, $50 million. Like that $7 million beachfront house.
Yeah. I like, you know what I always liked going in the winter to LBI.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a ghost town.
Yeah, but like the thing with these houses is crazy because like there's decks everywhere, it wraps around the whole house, the roof, the back deck, the first deck. They all go onto the beach. And like we would rent these for back on the East Coast for our California peeps. You would rent these for the week, and you'd go out there and you'd spend like for the week like $2,500, $3,000 for the week, and everybody'd go to the beach and you'd bring all your friends and your family and you go and you have the best time of your life, and then you go back home for the rest of the summer. Or like
now, as some kids, you'd rent something like this little shack bungalow. We'd rent that for the weekend.
Yeah.
Or sorry, like for spring break or something, you'd rent that.
Did they do spring break out here on the West Coast?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Kendall and Trill never have told us. I've never asked.
Forgot about that. Yeah, it's a big to do or what was it? No, senior week. Senior week.
That's what we're thinking of. I didn't go. I was a fucking loser in high school.
I hate high school.
I didn't do any of that stuff. Me and Nick literally were like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah,
he actually might have gone. But yeah.
Oh, shit.
I didn't do any of this stuff.
Did actually live in Aussie for a month, he said.
Damn. The houses out there hit different too.
Yeah.
They're different.
Looked like it when you showed me.
Yeah, so different. But yeah. Just reminiscing down summer lane.
East Coast versus West Coast definitely hits different.
Yeah, they're just different vibe. I guess out here it's always summer.
Yeah, so it's more chill.
Yeah, I mean we haven't seen sun in weeks. Today it's pretty sunny, but you're forgetting Sullivan's Island and
Isle of Palms. Oh, that's where
where's that? I was trying to think.
South Carolina. Bill Murray lives there. Sullivan's Island. It's rich. It's for the rich. It's again, you're on the beach.
It's like the Hamptons.
I was gonna live in South Carolina at one point in my life.
Yeah, I remember.
Dave was really trying to sell me on it.
It's like the Hamptons, though, isn't it? That area.
Yeah, kind of.
Wow.
Look at this shack. $4 million for this little shack. This is more like Cali life.
Yeah, for $4 million, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,000 square feet. Yeah, 1,500 square feet, $2.7 million.
7.5. Not even beachfront.
Estimated mortgage $45,000 a month. Holy shit! It's even when we were at Irwan today. Like, what do you do in your life?
Yeah, a tennis court and a pool and a fucking military Hummer out front.
Yeah, wow.
Look at
What do
this.
you
Yeah, you seeing this? It's a fucking military. Only in
what
the
do you do
South.
with your life? There's so many people that are like to do this. What are they doing to
Yeah.
afford this shit?
And honestly, like, do you even think this looks good? I think this looks kind of trashy.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want it.
Yeah, it's like they went cobblestone and then they were like, yeah, throw the tennis court here with some
Yeah.
junky ass black fence.
Well, that's like
and then we'll
protect
throw the pool
privacy
here
fence.
and then you can look at this from the deck. Like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think super nice. I think some of like the houses in Long Beach Island are pretty fucking cool. They're all on top of each other, but like if I had a fuck ton of money, yeah, I would. Beach or Barnegat Light was where it was at. It was Barnegat Light, not Beach Haven.
It's like
We have
yeah, is it Beach
lighthouses.
Haven?
No, it's Barnegat Light.
I thought like there was a whole section on LBI that has like these themed houses.
Barnegat Light, Brigantine or something like that. What's right before Barnegat Light?
I can't even spell Barnegat Light. There it was right there. Chat, can you help me out? How do you spell Barnegat Light? Spell it out for me.
Barnegat. I don't know either.
There it is. Barnegat Light, New Jersey. What a weird fucking name. Barnegat. I think you're too north, dude. I think you're too north.
No. This is
that's
where
the
it
lighthouse is.
The one up above that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Below.
What is it?
You thinking Love Ladies?
Love Ladies might be it. These were like the New Yorkers go. Well, first of all, it's got to be for sale for it to be on this website. I'm just saying.
Okay.
If you want to find the Castle House, I don't know if it's for sale, but like these houses are insane.
Chat, I'm sorry, I just don't know how to find this for you. Just trust us when we say they have some themed houses. There's like a UFO house. Yeah, there's like a Disney castle.
The whole story was that somebody was like super wealthy and built these things for like their future in like kids was the idea behind it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, here's one of them, like one of these kooky houses.
Yeah.
Fucking koi pond.
I mean, that's fucking insane. We got some people in the chat. Adam would know this.
Adam, there you are, dude. Adam, what's the fucking place in LBI that has the themed houses? Is it Love Ladies? We looking in the right place, you know, with the castle or like the UFO?
People in the chat saying one of those houses, or would you want a super yacht?
Super yacht? Dude, like, are we just talking just a super yacht? Because, you know, some of those people have a super yacht and they have like a support yacht that follows you around that has all the toys on it.
Or like has like the toys, the helicopter pad. Then it has like the other boats, the jet skis.
Adam says yes, Love Ladies.
Barnegat Light is where the Indians used. Means very far from Wawa. Adam said he's going to pull it up. Probably has a picture of it.
Dude, look at this thing.
Yeah, but like, look at that. Only $13.9 million. Montecito. Well, I'm telling Montecito, that thing would be like, oh, we're going to charge $45 million.
Maybe they weren't even that different, but I was a kid and I was like, dude, these houses look so different. Didn't know any better.
I mean, they're fucking crazy expensive, so they're definitely different.
I could have swore there was like a spaceship one.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the one that has like the dome over it. What do they call those things for astrology or wherever you're looking at stars?
Yeah, we'll let Adam pull it up. Yeah, like a telescope, observatory. That's what you're thinking of?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. It's always... I'd probably... I don't know if I'd want a super yacht. I mean, it'd be fucking sick, but you live on a super yacht. Like at that point, you could.
You don't live on a super yacht.
You could. I mean, if you're affording
no
a super yacht, you don't need it. I don't know if I'd want a super yacht.
Adam says they tore. Adam, that is correct. They did tear down our grandfather's house to build a bigger one.
Santos Montecito has a couple $70 million homes. Damn.
Yeah, Oprah's is like 70 mil.
I think the Hamptons is more than that.
This guy,
I'm telling you, for real. They're fucking. It's like I'm pretty sure it's the wealthiest whip code in the fucking world. I don't even think they use it.
It's funny. Oprah's house looks like the one from Long Beach Island.
Holy shit. Yeah.
But I mean, you got to remember these people have like also like 7 guest houses on the property.
Here's this house in the Hamptons, $100 million. Fucking share my screen.
Yeah, show the chat.
Show the chat. 100 mil right here, baby. $100 million. Stroll on down.
It ain't even that nice.
This is where like fucking Great Gatsby shit happened. This is the Hamptons. This is like, it ain't that nice. I mean, you think this looks better than the one you showed us in South Carolina? This is like, this is where your quarter, this is where you'd live. There's a lot of crazy shit over here in this part of the world. This is like where the Kennedys are from. This is where they go. Look at this, 80 million. Fucking
very
insane.
Modern.
What do we need $80 million house? Where do you get $80 million to just blow on a fucking house and then still have hundreds of $1,000,000 left over?
For your 3 super yachts.
Yeah. Like
also, the super yacht, like I mean, I guess you drive it if you want to, but I'm pretty sure it comes fully staffed.
Yeah, I'm sure. But also
like
to
have a whole staff for it.
Jamie used to work on like a super yacht essentially, and I don't know if he's out there.
Jamie Trainer?
Yeah, and I don't know if it was a super yacht, but he like dealt with people. Yeah,
bullshit.
Fucking call him. Aaron says it's from selling rugs. Yeah, you get super yachts and super rich from selling rugs. So who the fuck are you selling rugs for around the world?
There's the secret. Sell rugs. Just like that rug salesman on Victoria. He's going big.
But instead, we have the gym. Bringing in the cash money, baby.
Don't forget, it's a live call-in show, chat. So, you know.
Yeah, if you've ever thought about buying a house.
If you've ever been to the East Coast, let us know.
Thought about buying a house. Any of it. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can show it to you.
I think Adam just must have fell or something. He never got back to us. Geoff Wielding sold carpet, whoever that is.
I think that's Jeff.
Jeff? I don't think so. I think that's Geoff.
I think that's how you can spell Jeff that way too, can't you?
No, you can't just make an O silent.
Somebody in the chat, can you talk to this guy?
Chat, there's no way it's Geoff.
There's Jeff. I talk to people on the phone all day. I go on LinkedIn. Usually when I call people on LinkedIn, I'm prospecting. I have like our CRM system, and I'm like the worst at pronouncing names. So everybody around me is always like calling me out because I'm always calling people like really awkward names that aren't their name, and they're like, "What the fuck do you mean his name's Geoff? It's Jeff, bro."
I've never heard of this Geoff guy anyway. So how famous could he be? Chairman of Victoria Carpets, and he's a yacht owner.
Somebody sold.
Yeah, because then look, it's Geoffrey.
Geoffrey. He was almost named. Think about it. Yo, Geoffrey. Sure?
I want you to call you Jeff spelled that way.
Hey, Geoffrey. Geoffrey. Somebody made millions of dollars selling luxury car mats. I think we could sell something luxury on our end. Actually, you could fucking sell anything to people who have more money than you and make as much money as them, because you just got to think of some niche bullshit that they want. Like, yeah, we're going to sell luxury car mats made out of like skin from an alligator.
Sorry, chat.
You forgot to press the button. You got to press share audio.
Oh.
So stop sharing your screen. And then at the bottom, there's a little check mark before you share it. And you got to say share audio.
Gotcha. Yeah, got you. This thing's so complicated. So you click share screen. Oh, yeah, you got to check that on.
Yeah. It's the same thing you got to do like when we share a screen at work on Zoom. You guys don't use Zoom? You got to like always make sure you turn share
and you
audio.
can't share a window. I have to share a screen, or I have to share
Just share
tab.
screen.
Okay, I'll share this. Can you guys hear that?
We're just solving a debate to just about your own.
We are looking at how to pronounce this name as well as how to say more interesting
This
and
guy's not
related
even
names
English.
in English, so
This
make sure
guy.
to stay tuned and consider subscribing.
Ladies
How
and
do you go
gentlemen.
about pronouncing it? Jeff. I know it looks like it should be said Geoff or something, but no, simply Jeff. Pretty
Geoff.
straightforward. Once you know, Jeff, and now you know. Here
We got
This guy
a
sounds-
call.
Geoff.
Hello there, Jeff. You're on.
Nobody can hear
Hello?
whoever called in.
Hold on. We got audio issues. Chat.
Yeah, we got audio. She's typical fucking
I
just
can hear you,
you.
Dave, but the chat can't hear you. Hold on one second.
Geoff.
Can you hear it now, chat? Say something, Dave. Dave, you gonna say something?
I heard him breathe.
I'll be patient. I'll be
Okay.
patient, Matt.
All right, he can hear you now.
I can hear him, Jeff. Dave, what up, dude?
How you
Matt-
doing, man?
Matt, speak up.
Can you hear Luke?
I don't know the other guy.
Can you hear me?
You can hear us both.
I can hear you, but I can't hear Matt.
Oh.
Can't hear you. Interesting. Are you sure you're not getting confused on who's who? Some would say me and Matt.
Yeah, I am. You haven't slept on my couch. You and I never went to Waffle House.
Dave, can you hear me now?
You never invited me to
Yeah.
Waffle House.
So it wasn't me. How about that?
Sorry, man. How are you, man? How are things?
I'm doing okay. I
First and
almost
foremost,
hung the headphones on my front door handle and took a picture and sent you the only two things you ever did for me. But I decided not
Wait,
to.
is that a knock at him, or are you really enjoying the Sonos product?
No, it's fine. I mean, I bought it. I bought it for flights.
He said fine.
I bought it. I bought it for flights, Matt. I didn't. I live by myself, right? So I'm not. Sparing somebody's sleep when I play music and things, right? But when the flights to Australia were 17 hours over and 14 hours back, and I could have used a quality headphone. Between that and the trips I got planned for this year,
Have you
those
tried them
headphones
on
are
at least? Like, took them for a walk?
I have, yeah. Tried them on, hacked my way through the app. Dude, that app.
But the website
You guys
is cash money, right? Chef's kiss on the website.
Well, you guys got some issues to work through on that app.
Play.sonos.com. That's
They're gonna
my
work
bag,
hard.
though. Play.sonos.com.
Your people should be. If your recruiters contacted me, I would be negotiating a salary where I would be paid
first
by
of
the
all,
bug
hold on.
report.
Fuck the app.
You'd
Did
be
you
able to
try the
buy one of
website?
those houses.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Negotiate a salary for that.
So Matt, like I said, the headphones are for travel. But
Nothing
because
else.
It's
Not
streaming-
even.
So I'm taking them with me on my next trip up to the office. So I might use them in my hotel room. Okay. But I'm not going to walk around Charleston with them on because I'd rather take in the sounds of the city. But that's me, right?
That's respectable. Do you still have the Honda Element?
No, the Element died right as the pandemic struck.
Damn, dude.
It went to my son.
I'm so
'cause
sorry
he
to
stuck
hear
around
that.
after school. Yeah, it lasted for
You love that
525,000
thing.
miles now.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything.
You love that
I
thing.
don't think I have any complaints. That was
So-
a great car.
All right.
It was. It got the job done.
So
do
now
you
you're
think?
driving a Tesla.
I was just gonna ask, what do you think of
I'm
electric
not. I'm
cars?
driving a Nero, which is a hybrid.
Is that like the next generation of the Geo?
No, Kia.
Oh,
Kia Niro. So it was an affordable hybrid.
So
Gets you
hypothetically,
further.
if the stereo broke, would you throw on the Sonos headphones for your commute up there?
Not while I'm driving, man.
Is that a safety issue?
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
All right.
I think it might be illegal.
Yeah. Any former or current police officers in the chat, let us know if that's legal or not.
I think it's illegal.
I would rather be able to hear a lot of trucks on 95, Matt. You want to have situational awareness as best you can. Okay. Here's since you guys are starved for content, I'll share this with you. My last trip up to Pennsylvania. For those of you who are listening in, it's 650 miles, 1,000 kilometers. So it took me 6 hours and 20 minutes to get from Maryland to the border, or South Carolina to the border of Maryland.
Just to confirm, Dave, the cops say it is illegal to drive with headphones. So you were in the right there, man.
Okay, thank you.
That's why you're an all-star.
So I want to point out that he said that we're starved for content.
Yeah. And then it took another 6 hours to get through Maryland because they were doing unplanned maintenance on the Bay Bridge, and the weather was sketchy, so they wouldn't restrict one lane from the other side. So it was a complete mess. So, all right, what other questions do you have for me?
So I have a good one I just thought of. So you were an ex-tennis. Well, I mean, sorry, I don't want to. Actually, I'm jumping ahead.
Ex-tennis player. I played tennis last night, Matt.
I know. Sorry. I jumped the gun.
Yeah.
I jumped the gun.
Yeah.
So you are a tennis player. I've seen you play. We had a battle at the office. You took on one of the lead managers, whooped him. It was embarrassing. But I was curious, have you converted to pickleball or even tried pickleball?
No. Well, I play pickleball when I can't get a tennis match, and I can usually get a tennis match. But the other sport I've been playing down here, but I've had to take a break in the past couple of years, is badminton. So not like backyard badminton with
like
rackets
competitive
and teams.
badminton.
I'm talking about competitive badminton.
On a hard court,
I'm
right?
not that. Excuse me?
They're on a hard court?
Yeah, it's in a gym. It's in a gym.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's in like a gym where they play basketball.
Just trying to get the
stuff.
people
So
to understand
the problem
the
is that I'm not very good. So
For pickleball,
but that's a real.
How often would you say you
what
play
about-
pickleball?
A few times a year.
Okay, because Luke's dad was really concerned that pickleball was like where all the old tennis players go.
Well, that's true, but I mean, I support pickleball because it's actually getting a lot of older people out that even aren't tennis players that feel like they can give it a try, and I actually see a lot of multi-generational play. So I see people playing with their parents. I see people playing with their grandparents.
Yeah, I'm number 2 in our league down here.
Matt, you play pickleball?
Yeah, me, Luke, Trillian, and Kendall. We rip it.
Yeah. Matt's number 2 in the league as of right now.
Let me check the league. Let me check for flights out there. Is it direct
Oh,
yet?
bring it, Dave. Fucking bring it, Dave.
We'll throw a whole comp,
here?
a pickleball comp. We're getting all the CrossFit
Yeah,
teams in.
we'll play for a pair of Sonos headphones, another pair. For Chill's secret, dude.
I don't have California on. I might be in Sunnyvale in January.
Dave's been telling me he was coming to California probably for about the last 10 years.
And January is a year from now.
You guys have to remember something. Early in my career, I was out there a few times a year, and then I had really good friends who lived in LA and San Diego. So for the 90s, I mean, I probably took 20 trips to California. So. And that doesn't even include the mountain bike trips out to Mammoth and North Star.
Luke wasn't even alive in the 90s.
Yeah. Wait, let's rewind a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But like, if you're running these questions by me, like thinking I've never been to California.
No, I mean visiting me. You've never come to visit me. You've been telling me for 10 years. I still want to take you out to dinner and like celebrate that you got me the job at Sonos.
I didn't get you the job at Sonos. I provided you some counsel.
You got me the
on
suit,
your
remember?
Career and life choices.
We bought the suit.
I remember.
Yeah.
What was the biggest piece of advice you gave him?
Biggest piece of advice I gave him was that Sonos was a well-known company, and that at this point in his career, if he's offered a job there, he should work there for at least a year and then see where things go. Instead of just, at the time, he was considering a forestry postgraduate degree.
That's fucking, first of all, the most ironic piece of advice, because he tried to give me the same fucking advice and take it at his own. He took that as his own advice, Dave. Can you believe this guy?
Well, no, I mean, it was good advice, and he passed along similar advice.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with
So,
that. I just remember like how it went. Matt walked
yeah.
around and he was like, look, nobody's ever given me advice, so I'm going to give you the best piece of advice I can give you. Is
Oh,
kind of how I remember the
okay,
story going,
now
Dave.
he's starting to stretch the truth a little bit there.
Yeah.
Dave really was trying to sell South Carolina. Well, I failed my interview miserably. He had to, pick me back up off the ground. What was that place called? Spark. I think it was called Spark.
Spark. It was Spark, and they got bought by Oracle.
Yeah, good.
And then
fuckers.
I think they ended up closing the office.
Yeah.
And then the other place. Didn't you have a second interview? No, the other interview canceled on you because it was such a small tech community that they probably compared notes on you and said you weren't worth talking to.
For real?
We did the whole tour, dude. We went to all the beaches. He showed me Bill Murray's house. We walked the bridge. We went and got a pesto chicken. Dave's really good with food. You name a place, he can tell you the best food and where to go to get it. So, like, Dave, tell us what's good in Ojai, California.
I haven't been to Ojai, but I know where to get a good cup of coffee in Mammoth. I can tell you that.
All right, what do you got?
Let's hear it. We're
Looney
big
Beans.
coffee people, dude.
Looney Bins in Mammoth. Chad, if you've been there.
Looney Bean.
Looney Bean.
Well, what makes good coffee first? What makes a good coffee shop for you?
Well, I mean, okay, at the time, proximity helped because it was right outside my hotel, but I'm a big dark roast fan. So they had dark roast. And the big joke about that place was that I went there and then continued my travels, but I picked up some coffee to take back with me to Massachusetts where I was living at the time. And then a few months later, I called them. This is before e-commerce and the web, and I asked them if they would do mail order coffee. So they I gave them my credit card. They sent me some coffee, and the invoice that came with it, the little receipt, said order number, and it said 001. So I think I was their first mail order customer.
That's awesome. And then they all of a sudden started a whole new thing.
And since you are a foodie, we've got to ask you, Pats or Geno's?
None of the above.
Yeah, like a true Philadelphian dude. Good job. None of the above is the correct answer.
I mean, somebody that didn't grow up in the area at the office, Matt, said to me, well, Dave, where can I get a good cheesesteak? And I said, well, it depends. Like, where do you live? He's like, Dave, I'm going to tell you where I live, and you're just going to tell me where to get a good cheesesteak. Because I'm going to give it my best shot. And he told me where I lived, and I told him where to get a good cheesesteak. He's like, well, what if I lived here? I said, oh, you go here. So the guy kept asking me different questions. He asked me 10 places in the Philadelphia area where to get a good cheesesteak, and I answered them every time. And the people in the office, the people that were in the meeting are saying, hey, are you ready to give up now? He knows what he's talking about. Can we start the meeting? So
King of Prussia, best place to get cheesesteaks.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Yeah, you have to leave the vicinity. I haven't found a place.
That's correct.
In the direct
Where would you go?
Area.
Well, wait. When was the last time you were in KOP?
Excuse me?
When was the last time you were in KOP? Do you live there? I thought you were in South Carolina.
3 weeks. But the office is in King of Prussia.
Okay.
So I was up there 3 weeks ago. And Matt, if you remember the place we went to, we used to call it Big Sloppy Pork. That closed, and then a cheesesteak place opened up as a replacement. And me and Gregory went there for cheesesteaks the last time I was in town, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's pretty good.
Okay, so Dave knows a lot about fucking food.
So has every other listener jumped off the stream now?
No way, dude. We've just bumped up in viewers, man.
Yeah, we got people hitting us with questions.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll just have you on as a feature where someone names a place and we hit you up for a quick shout out on Food Recs.
The call the friend, Food Rec.
Dave sent somebody up to Canada to get these specialized
canned
soups. There's a certain place in Canada that has apparently the
best
canned
gravy.
Canned gravy.
The soup gravy. The soup was for
and
my
you
daughter.
sent somebody to Canada to get them.
But I bring home the gravy, and when I rebuilt my kitchen, I have a little half shelf, and I refer to it as the Strategic Canadian Gravy Reserve. That's where I store my Canadian gravy. Because during the pandemic, I ran out, and there was a couple of rough holidays there when I couldn't have my Canadian gravy with my turkey and prime rib.
Do you still have my pasta sauce in a jar?
No, Matt, that was consumed and very
You ate the
appreciated.
whole thing. You were supposed to save a little bit just as memories, dude. Token.
Matt, that was 11 and a half years ago, just for the record. For
Well, you
the
don't
two
open
other
it ever.
listeners, yeah, it was 11 and a half years ago that Matt came to South Carolina. So
Yeah, I'm due
I
for
mean,
a
you
trip.
wouldn't recognize my kitchen, Matt. I mean, I completely redid the whole thing. Like everything that was wrong with it, I fixed.
Dave had a sweet little like tennis net that you'd put up on. Dude, we should get that for our island.
In the kitchen.
Yeah, Dave, that's a good
Dope.
idea. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
little
that.
portable. Yeah, it was a little
Ping
portable
pong.
net, and then you
Yeah.
could play.
Hey, dope.
You
We'll
could play
have
table
tournaments.
tennis on your kitchen island.
Yeah, we'll have tournaments at the
Dude, I'm
house.
inspired.
Break a
You
light.
can
I
just
already
go
see
to a
that.
dollar store. I got mine at a dollar store.
But the world's changed now. When did you get that? Now they charge like probably $100 for that, even though it cost $1.
Okay, I mean, you could make one too. You
Yeah.
resourceful guys, you. So, but yeah, Matt, I've been playing a lot of tennis now. I actually run a meetup down here. I'm on like the call list for people that need like a person to play. So I found a crowd to play tennis with. So,
What level are
yeah.
you? USTA.
I
What's
would
your
consider
ranking?
myself like a 3. I'm not.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I'm not that good. I'm old.
Yeah, I have
but
a feeling you're
still
being
can-
humble
I-
here.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's
Anybody
still
that
too young.
anybody that takes a pause and says, I'm a 3.5. They're probably a 4.
We'll ask you this question, Dave: volley or baseline?
What?
Are you a volleyer or are you on the baseline?
Oh, baseline. Come on, I grew up in the
Baseline.
80s.
Yeah.
Come on. I learned
Yeah.
how to play in the 70s and 80s. I mean, I'm as comfortable at a net as you would be at a Scientology convention.
Yeah, like the 90s and early 2000s was our net guys, right? That was when we had Sampras and Agassi playing the net every 2 seconds.
That's when
the American boys came up.
The technology for the rackets generated greater serves, so you had more people serving and coming in behind it. But now the rackets have even gone even next level. So you can just stay back there at the net and just stay back there at the baseline and just destroy the ball. I mean, when I was in Australia, I went to some exhibition matches at the Australian Open, and I went to qualifying
fucking
matches
sick.
at the Australian Open. It was just ridiculous how they hit that ball back.
That's
forth.
crazy. The chat's asking a few questions. So first one for you, Dave. You seem like a methodical guy. You probably thought this one through. What are you doing if an EMP strike happens?
An EMP.
An EMP strike
What?
happens. What are you doing?
Electromagnetic pulse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shuts out all your electronics.
Yeah. Boom. Initially happens. Like run us through this.
I light a candle and put some peanut butter on a rice cake and wait it out.
Okay. All right.
Got faith in
Interesting.
society.
Yeah. So are you trusting? Yeah, that's a good question. Are you trusting society, or when do you start to things don't work itself out now? 2 weeks in, what happens? What is Dave doing? You just watching the candle burn the peanut butter?
I mean, look, you guys are going to laugh, but because of the hurricane season here, I've got I'm not ready to call myself, I'm not ready to call it a prepper stash,
Yeah, he's a
but
doomsayer.
I'm set up for a couple of weeks with no availability of anything.
I can back you on the fact that he's definitely got plenty of socks to last him. He has a secret stash of socks behind his headboard.
existing stuff. Behind your headboard.
Matt,
Yeah.
Matt, the Diodora socks were on clearance. I had to go to all the stores and buy them across the South Shore of Boston before the blizzard hit.
Yeah.
I spent the whole day just driving from store to store cleaning them out of Diodora socks.
Why is that?
Well, I think the bigger question is why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even sure if I understand what they are. They're
Dave, you were the
fancy
one that
socks?
introduced me to the bodega in Boston, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I
Did you
think
go
you
to
were.
Bodega?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I took Luke
That's
there.
a great little. Yeah, it's a great little location. When I took my kids there,
think so.
I was like instantly nominated for Cool Dad of the Year award.
It's the shoe store that looks like a 7-Eleven.
Okay, yeah, you did take me.
Remember?
there.
You
Yeah,
walk
I
in,
was all hyped
you
about
walk
it.
in, it looks
Yeah.
like a greasy neighborhood store, and you
Yeah.
walk over to the soda machine, and
Yeah.
it slides open, and you go into this plush boutique. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
My kids looked at me like, "Dad, why'd you take us here?" And then here's why.
The coolest
So-
shoe store in town. Wonder if it's still like open. Probably.
I don't know. What are the other questions? Because we're approaching my bedtime.
Approaching your bedtime. EMP. Well, the chat's
Matt, yeah, wait, Matt, did you believe that the Sonos headphones I bought for myself were a 70th birthday present? Did you actually believe that when I said it to you?
70th?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I know you're in your early 50s.
Okay. A little bit later than that. All right. What other questions? All right. We got the
One's
EMP
deep.
question
This
settled.
one's deep.
What's next?
Are you for or against assisted suicide?
I can see why there would be reasons to pursue it, but it should be extremely rare.
Yeah.
What would be those reasons, if you don't mind? It's our show. I don't mind.
I mean, yeah, if you've got doctors that are saying that what you got is
Just terminal.
incurable, yeah, it's preventing a great deal of suffering, unnecessary suffering, and with so many healthcare costs brought on in those final weeks and months of one's life, it can also bring a cost burden to the people who survive you.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I mean, I guess if you look at it that way, I'm just a strong believer of I don't think I'm against it, but I just have more faith in, peptides and stuff. And I just think there's,
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but I had a loved one that who had a cancer tumor essentially dissolved their spine. So when you see an X-ray that's supposed to look like somebody's spine, but it stops, and then there's just this big dark blob where the person's spine is supposed to be.
Yeah,
you get a little bit different perspective on things like that.
I'm sure.
Peptides aren't going to save you at that point. You can't go macrobiotic there and expect a turnaround.
To your point there, peptides will cause cancer to rampantly just take over more if you do certain ones. So we don't do peptides here. We've just dabbled in the understanding of the science behind it. But
can I ask, did the network schedule change, and that forced you guys from an East Coast morning to an East Coast evening time slot?
Yes, but
okay.
I'm open to hear your opinion. Do you prefer the mornings?
I mean, either way. I mean, I was just curious. I didn't know if I didn't know if Alex Jones landed on your network and had a priority slot.
We're trying to find the best time for the most people. So obviously Luke and I are transplants. We got friends on both coasts, so trying to find the balance.
Yeah, of what's better for the people, or who what are people going to listen to? Because a live call-in show, and we're happy that you called in because many of our people don't call in that often.
Okay. Are there any other questions?
No, just before you go, Trillian says hi, and still would love to see you again one day.
Yeah, it's
always forget you guys met at that random Christmas party.
That was a good time.
Yeah,
that was a really good time.
Really dark bar.
Was that a Sonos Christmas party?
Yeah, it was just it's an Irish pub on Westchester Pike before you get into serious Westchester. So it's West Goshen Township. It wasn't that dark, Matt. You haven't spent when you say that, Matt, you've never spent a night at Smokey Joe's down at Penn. Okay, Smokey Joe's, you could go into the witness protection program in that bar. It's so dark.
Wait, right, you guys work together at Med Decision?
Yeah.
Where's
I taught Dave everything he knows.
Dave, where are you at now? Are you working still?
I'm at I'm at Card Connect.
With Chet.
Yeah, exactly.
Chet's trying to mentor Luke right now.
Yeah, Chet's been my mentor for 5 years now, 6 years. We haven't got much mentoring.
Okay. What was the final question?
That was it.
What was
it, Dave? That was
it.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I wish you guys continued success, and by that I mean double-digit listeners.
Yeah,
and when the summer travel is starting, Matt, you saw where Jill Secret and I are going in Manchester.
Yeah.
It's an old school rave.
Right.
And we went last year, and she enjoyed it a great deal. So we're going to do it again.
I hope you guys have a lot of fun.
Week up in. What was that?
I said I hope you guys have a lot of fun, and hopefully you can make it out here in California. We've got some raves.
Yeah, but you don't have. I mean, it's Manchester, Matt.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the acid house music capital of the world. Watch the movie watch the movie 24-Hour Party People, and you'll get the entire
I
understanding.
feel like
of the
Matt
story.
needs like one day of that just in his life.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
you should do it, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna sign off. Hopefully,
right.
you can restore your listening
Yeah.
base after
We got
I
a
jump.
ton. We're gonna
Okay.
call you back another day for another food recommendation at a different place.
Yeah,
But for
we got your
today,
number
we're gonna
saved.
stick with the Looney Beans in Mammoth. Thanks, Dave.
Looney Bean Coffee. That's a great place. There's
Great
also they're in
place.
Bishop as well. if,
Okay,
people
multiple
don't think it's
locations.
enough.
Good
Okay.
deal.
Wait, have we gone
Yeah.
there?
No.
All right. Have a,
See you,
have a
Dave.
good one.
See you,
Talk to you
Dave.
later.
Good night.
Thanks.
Have we
It's a
been there?
610 number. No, I don't think so.
Interesting.
Looney Beans, Bishop.
You're in Bishop. That's right out of June Lake, right? Or am I thinking of something else?
It's right outside of June Lake, I believe.
Interesting. Real interesting. Well, people, you could be like Dave. You're allowed to call in and just shoot the shit with us. Or, you know, you don't have the Looney Beans. All right. We could have, I was going to try to dig in a little bit deeper here with Dave on like his coffee and, you know, what makes it his favorite. I have a rule of thumb. Hot
I
take.
think you and David get along a lot. He's a good chatter.
Yeah, we probably talk a lot.
Look, they have an order online here. Looney Bean of Bishop. Dave created this whole thing.
It's crazy. He was the founder.
Oof, good breakfast burritos. Just trying to see a picture of the place to see if we've been there, but they just have a picture of a mountain.
Yeah, I don't think we've been there, but
This looks familiar though, dude. I don't know. Have we been there?
I don't know.
This logo looks familiar.
Maybe you gotta like Google like what's it
Get
near.
directions. Yeah, you're right. It'd have to be.
We need to see a picture of what it's near. I don't think we've been there though.
So it looks like this. No, we haven't been there.
We've only been to like grungy places.
Google Maps. Does this it? Yeah, there it is. We definitely haven't been there. Looks cool though.
We're all just looking at the website.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Why don't you say something, chat?
Chat is real quiet right now.
They always get quiet when guests come on.
Maybe they get really attentive or
Intimidated, I think.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, we've definitely not been there.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, we have. Yeah, we've been there.
Sure? How do you know?
100%. 100%. I remember exactly when we went in there. You go in the
Yeah,
door.
this looks familiar, doesn't it? This like,
yeah,
kind of
you go in there, you turn left to go order, and then you walk down the whole left side of the store. Yeah, we've been there.
We've been there. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
We had a coffee. I remember drinking the coffee on the way home. I got creamer in it. I remember the whole day.
Wow.
We parked right on the side of the street with the dogs in the car. Coda and Fran were in the car in the Jeep. Eric, me, and you
Oh
went in
shit!
there.
It was that trip. You're right. We have been there.
Yeah.
Fucking
Call
Dave.
back.
Snap, they've
We
got a
parked right
location.
there on that side of the street.
Yeah.
This might have been an Eric find. He might have been tasked up with finding us coffee. But yeah, this was our ride home from June Lake.
June Lake. Yeah. Snap. Came full circle there.
Yeah, wow, look at that shit.
Well, Sam Tarrant, have you guys been to the Looney Bean in Mammoth?
Yeah, or Uncle Ollie. He doesn't
Uncle
really
Ollie?
drink that much coffee.
Uncle Ollie? Yeah, he's that guy that gets the coffee but doesn't drink it.
Yeah, he literally had his Yeti when we went to Big Bear. He had it the whole day.
Yeah, even the comp, he's like, "Can I get my coffee mug? I pick it up, it's heavy." I'm like, "Did you drink anything out of it?" I think it's like a showpiece for
Yeah,
him.
he just holds it. It says Remax with his phone number on it. Too funny.
So anyway, speaking of, nope, never heard of it. You guys should check it out. Dave doesn't disappoint.
He doesn't fuck around apparently.
We'll have to take him to Ojai and let him pick out a place.
Yeah. There's not even a coffee shop there. That's good.
Yeah.
What's that place they love?
The
Angelica's? The Duchess.
Duchess.
Fucking pissed us off.
Yeah, they were rude. Sorry, the Duchess, if you're out there watching.
Yeah. Really pissed us off. Well, dude, what else you got for the chat? Yeah, we didn't get to say our opinions on that. I mean, I agree with Dave, right? There's certain situations where like suffering, but it's gotta be like a clear line. Like, I just feel like
think a
there's
couple things need to be at play.
okay.
I think it needs to be a conversation, recent conversation with recent signing of papers. Like it expires every 3 years on your stance of it, what the conditions are to do it. And like, if you don't meet that contract, then you don't do it.
I just think,
Because I mean, like, I feel like it's like if I'm like, yeah, let's do it, and that was 10 years ago, and I get in a motorcycle accident, and there's like this revolutionary surgery, and Cheryl's like, nah, he signed the paper already, we're cutting him.
I don't think it should be any paperwork. Like, oh, if I get sick, sign this paper. It should be like a psychiatric evaluation paired with like a full-on send medical evaluation. Like, hey, 4 opinions go deep, all on the same page, some sort of direction, but there's no way around this.
Pop it off, chat. Can you hear that ring?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay, just making sure the issues are all right. We got a call from another 610 number.
This is
Hi.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, God.
What are you here for? To tell the chat about your foot? Go ahead, tell them.
I knew that if you knew it was me, you wouldn't answer. But I just wanted to add to the assisted suicide.
Rose, the foot injury wasn't that bad.
No, I'm serious. The assisted suicide is an important thing because imagine if you had ALS. You know what ALS is?
Yep.
Lou Gehrig's disease?
Yep.
Where you're trapped inside your mind and you can't move or communicate or anything. I mean, you want to live like that? Or Uncle Brian, paralyzed. You're not doing anything. You wake, like Dad says, you wake up, you open your eyes in the morning, and that's it.
That's it, yeah.
But
I don't want to disagree with you, but I just feel like it comes down to each person's hope, like how much hope they have left. Like, yeah, maybe Uncle Brian only had like a year worth of hope, and then he was just like, fuck this. But how do you know how much hope you have until you're in the scenario? So it would suck if you were like, let's say you're a vegetable, you can't talk, and you're like, you know, you're still fighting the good fight. You're like, I want to give this a couple more years, see if somebody figures out something. But then, you know, you already signed this assisted suicide. Next thing you know, they're like grabbing a needle and shoving it in your arm, and you're like, holy shit, it's the fucking end.
I don't think it works like that. Isn't it partially legal in, I think Colorado is one of the states.
Yeah, I think you're right. There was like, I remember years
now,
ago.
Don't get any ideas, Matt. Like when I'm my old age, you throw me to Rachel and you say, yeah, she said she wanted to die, so go ahead and shoot her up.
I want some like crazy shit done to me though before we do that. Like inject me with like psilocybin, acid,
like try everything.
Take me to a shaman, like see if a shaman, like some fucking crazy.
That is to your point. I mean, with Rose's idea of like
do you believe in
ALS.
Shamans? Either of you?
What?
Do either of you believe in shamans?
I don't know. What is it?
It's basically a shaman's like a saint of a different religion, right?
They're like people, like tribal people who like can manipulate and like mess with different worlds of the body and soul. I don't know if I believe in them, but I had an anthropology teacher who went like deep in the fucking jungle of, I think it was India or Africa, like deep in there, like went to a tribal village. He didn't speak the language, and like the shaman were like making him sick to ward him off, and like, you know, finally he developed trust with them, and they would like do things spiritually with him. Like it was nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I believe certain extent. The mind is very, very powerful and what they can do with it. I just read a book about the power of persuasion, and it's a true thing. Like people almost like hypnotism.
Yeah,
they would actually hypnotize them. So yeah, I think that it could work. Now, I'm not saying, you know, assisted suicide should be easy by any means. But I think that in something like Lou Gehrig's disease, you're not going to want to linger, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And why shouldn't we have control over our own destiny or what we choose to do?
Yeah, and I mean, that's a much more peaceful way than,
you
know, killing yourself otherwise, but...
What?
maybe me and Matt are just too naive and we're just like both on the same page. Because I agree with you. Just like a fight for the finish. Like if I was in a bad spot, and I'm saying this now, maybe I'm wrong, but like would really fight.
Just comes down to time. Like let's say you're in this situation for 6 years. Like maybe eventually you'll just be like, yeah, I give up. Kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Luke, I'm not saying that we're not going to fight because I think it's the will to live is really, really strong. Life force is really, really strong. But I'm saying if you're at the point where you're ready to even discuss assisted suicide, then you're done. When you get to that point, it's not something you say, oh yeah, I'm tired today. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do chemo anymore. No, I'm saying there's no hope left. You're lingering. Yeah. I mean, maybe you're at the end.
This is from somebody who cried when they broke their foot that their life was over, by the way.
My life will is very strong. I don't want to die. I don't even want to be sick.
Yeah. But, I mean, do you think it's a fear of death is just part of our family? It's like in our genes? Like, name a Lombardi that's not afraid of dying.
Well, at the end, my mom wasn't. At the end.
She was also
had a strong
suffering
faith,
for 2 years.
She was also a saint, and she had a strong
she was a saint.
faith. You don't think my mom was a saint?
No, she's not a saint. You just mean like she was saintly. She wasn't declared a saint by the Pope.
No.
Well, chat doesn't know Christianity, Catholicism. They don't know how it works.
Do we?
Adam says he 100% agrees with hope. He thinks that's a good way to look at it.
To what? Hang on to hope?
No, just everyone's hope is going to be different.
Yeah, I agree. Do I think our family is fear? No, I don't know. I can't speak for all of us. I mean, we're also all pretty young. So who wants to die?
Yeah. Well, while we have you on the air, why don't you tell chat what happened on your last California visit?
Chat, hello. So I arrive on Thursday. Everything's super great. I take this, 2-hour walk. Everything's great. Friday, I do yard work, and they decide they're going to go to the gym. I say, yeah, I'll go. Okay. I do my workout. So they're all in there, and I thought, well, let me train. Let me do a run because Murph is on Monday, and I got to show off for Matt.
So why did you feel like you had to do an extra thing? Did you feel like the programming wasn't sufficient that day? Wasn't hard enough?
No, I needed to run because I hate running, and I wanted to make sure, hey, I'll just run out for a little run. I wasn't going for miles. I was only going to go to 400 meters.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the macadam's broken. I land on it with my foot, my ankle rolls, and I fall to the ground, and I bang my knee up, and my foot is like killing me. So I'm like laying on the ground. I get myself up. I sit on the curb. I got my head between my hands. A truck comes by with his wife, a guy and a woman, and they pull in. They're like, because where their gym is, it's like a highway. So they got off the highway, turned around. They're like, are you okay? Did you hit your head? Is there someone we can call?
They're going to get upset. It's not a highway. It's just a road.
No, it's a highway, Matt. There's the overpass.
Californians think that the highway is just the 101.
Anyway.
Where are you guys at? Sorry.
We're telling the story. So we have a lot of first responders at the gym. Did you interact with any of them when they saw that you were down?
No, they didn't do anything. I told Luke and I told you.
Okay.
And you said, oh, that looks bad. Or no, you said, what'd you do? What are you doing?
Because one of them was talking to Luke and I, and they said that you were just taking a break, getting a suntan.
Well, what was I going to do? Cause a ruckus? I didn't think it was broken. I thought it was just bruised.
Yeah.
And then Gretchen said, walk it off. That's the best way. So the next day, I did more yard work in the morning till you guys got back from the gym and then took me to urgent care.
Now, there was a lot of tears before you went to urgent care. You want to tell the chat why that was?
Okay, let me explain. 12 years ago, I broke my left foot.
12 years ago, chat.
I was on a no weight bearing cast for 10 to 12 weeks. 10 to 12 weeks. That's insane. And then a walking boot for 2 more months. So when this foot, and I had to fly home, I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't. I will not be able to face it. And it's summertime, and I have to fly home. No, and I have to go into an office. When I broke my other foot, I worked from home. This time I had to go to an office. So yeah, it was very devastating, Matt. Very devastating. Now the good news is when I did get home, he said that, no, I don't need a cast. And he said in a week or so, I could take it off just to drive. So I will be driving by the end of this week. So hence, my life is not over.
And so
Well, no
was
one
yours.
thought it was over.
Except you.
But you guys didn't know. You're not doctors. You're not orthopedists.
First of all,
Pretty fucking
I'm
damn
pretty much
good.
a medical practitioner.
Like Sister says, they're not doctors, Rose. They don't know everything. They don't know anything, really. That's what she says about you guys.
Well, we were right, weren't we? Told you were going to be in a boot. I told you modern medicine advanced 12 years time, a whole fucking decade.
Yeah, you probably back then didn't even need a big boot. They just had shitty imaging. And probably like, yeah,
She probably went to Doc Eye, the same fucking Doc
Doc
Eye.
Eisner, yeah.
Yeah, you could be right, Luke.
Yeah.
I mean, I told this guy, because it's the same practice, and I mentioned the doctor's name. He's like, yeah, I know him. And I go, well, he told me 10 weeks on a no weight bearing. He's like, no, it was probably a different break. That's what he said.
I want to ask you the same question in a different way, because Luke's here. I think Luke and I are both very afraid of death, or we have a strong will to live. Do you think that's within the Lombardi family, or do you think that's just human?
I think it's human. That's what
Or do
I
you think it's our inexperience of exposure to it?
Well, the Rosenbergers are not like that. They're not.
They
as scared
say
of it.
they're not.
This is true.
The
But maybe it comes
Rosenbergers
with
or
age?
what's her grandmother's? The Kwan.
Quans? Yeah.
The Rosenbergers or the Kwan?
Both.
They're not. So you feel like Trill and them? They're not as their life.
Trill said
They're
she
not
could
as
go
afraid
tomorrow.
of dying.
She'd be happy.
Well,
That's
then they
why
might
she
have
eats
strong faith.
Chick-fil-A,
My
she
friend
said.
Sue, says she'd die tomorrow and be happy because she'd go with Jesus.
Yeah.
But she's a born again.
So maybe that's part of it, like having to
No, I
believe
don't
in
believe
someone.
her. To be honest, I don't believe that for a second.
You think she's lying?
Yeah, I think she thinks she's ready to go. You're going to leave your life. You're going to leave your 5 kids behind. I don't think so. She says, yeah, the Lord will take care of them. Okay.
Well, how scared are
Go
you
with
of dying?
You're not scared of me dying?
No, I said, how scared are you of dying? She always has to make it about
Yeah.
this.
Petrified.
Yeah.
So, like, do
Maybe
you
it's a
notice that
Lombardi
in your
thing, though.
everyday life, you do different things differently because you're afraid of dying?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Same.
That's why I'm like, I hate to be sick. If something's wrong with me, I want to go to the doctors. I want it fixed. I don't want it to linger. I don't want it to last. I don't want it that I didn't do anything and could have saved my life. Very different than Dad and Judy, for that matter.
Are we paranoid?
Chat would like to know if maybe is that paranoia?
What?
What you just said.
Paranoid about dying? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of, I don't know. I mean, I see a lot of people around me that get sick, that get disease, that die. Do I think I have a lot of longevity? I do. But what if I'm wrong? And then is that a good thing? Because then when I'm 98 and I'm relying on you and Rachel to take care of me, that's not going to work.
Adam says he has a strong will to live. That's why he smokes cigarettes. And now that he has a kid. Yeah, sorry, Adam. It was too easy.
He's pissed
And now that he has a kid, what?
He just left. He says now that he has a kid, he also thinks that when it's your time, it's your time.
And there's
It's
nothing
scary,
we can do to
but
change
I
it.
agree with that too.
There's nothing you can do
do.
to change it. That's why he smokes
I agree
cigarettes.
with that too.
Worrying
but
is suffering
but-
twice.
what?
Do you believe in that? Worrying is suffering twice.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I worry about dying. I just say like I'm not trying to die.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it to 100.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think any of us
But a
are
healthy
worrying
one,
about.
hundo, like
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think you're worrying either, Rose. I think you're living your life to the fullest. But like, you're not a thrill seeker. You're not like, let's jump out of a plane, but we're not gonna pull the parachute into the last 500 feet. You're like,
Yeah, like
but I
when your
wouldn't-
foot broke, did you start thinking like, oh shit, my bones are falling apart already? Like, fuck, I got to start drinking more milk. Like, any thoughts like that?
yeah, of course. You
no.
see what I've
Okay,
been
well then
eating.
that's
Tons
paranoia.
of
You worry to
calcium,
worry.
tons of protein, tons
Yeah.
of iron.
If my foot broke, I'd be like, fuck, now I can't do any of the stuff I want to go do.
Yeah,
That's how
that's
I would
how
be
I feel.
pissed.
But again,
Yeah.
I'm 62. You're only 20. I don't know what you are. 28.
Yeah, I'm not 28
What are you going to
yet.
be, Lucas?
Taryn says
Yeah.
she's like Mike. She doesn't mess with cliff edges. Great
Nothing.
heights, I
Does
guess.
she not worry about? Does she not go to the doctor? Yeah, sure she does.
It's
Like
just-
Dad and Judy don't want to know.
She's
They
kind of
won't
like
get
she's like
cola.
Luke in a sense. She's the doctor.
Oh,
Yeah,
like sister.
yeah, and sister.
They know everything.
Yeah, they're the doctors. But I mean, Luke's point, he was right. Foot was fine.
I would have done super
Yeah.
friends on the foot. I would have like fucking massaged
You
your
would have
foot
done-
for you and worked on the area.
So Luke,
When I
actually, while you
told
were gone, we were
Luke-
talking. She shared the story, and apparently, she said that the workout wasn't enough, so she wanted to go on a run to accessory and get more work. What do you think about that?
That's not
That's
true. I
probably
wanted
didn't-
to run to get my heart rate up, to keep it up, so that I
Well,
could run,
workout
so that
today,
I
yeah.
would feel okay on Monday.
What was the workout that she wanted to like push harder on?
Gross.
It wasn't a hard workout, if you guys recall, and I still ran because you were all
Whoa,
doing stuff in there. playing
Pause.
with weights.
Time out. What was the watch?
It wasn't that hard. I forget what it was. Lifting something.
Should we dig into this?
Clean.
Wasn't that hard?
Why didn't you push hard enough? Why didn't you throw? Was it a weightlifting day? Can we pull? up
It's not that I did.
Yeah, I'm
What
gonna
did
pull
you
up
guys
this-
want me to do? You were all in there playing. Trill was coaching. You're playing with little weights and your friends. So I was like, well, let me go do a run.
Whoa,
and then when I
whoa.
dragged myself back in and
so this
told
was
you,
the
Luke,
day
you
we
guys are like,
did-
oh, too bad.
What did
Oh,
we do
that's a
that day?
bummer. That looks bad. Matt was like, oh, what'd you do? Okay, nobody cares. It wasn't like you said, oh, let me see it. It looks could
What
be
was the
broken.
fucking
I
workout?
don't know.
Wait, she's talking about. Are you talking about DT?
Yeah,
Two
yeah. That's what we
TTs.
did that day. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what she.
5 rounds. One. Are you kidding me?
What'd you all get for?
Maybe I didn't lift heavy. I think I did 55 pounds.
55 pounds, Rose.
Let me see. No, wait. Yeah,
No,
I
she
think I
did 35
55
pounds. I'm pretty sure.
Jamie Trainer just joined the chat. We might have him in here live. Jamie Trainer, Rose is saying DT wasn't hard enough, so she went on a 5-mile run afterwards.
I did
Broke
not
her
effing
foot.
5 miles. It was 400 meters.
Yeah, I mean,
And
we got nothing
I
for you
only
on that, Rose. What weight did you do?
55.
Luke, as a former coach, what would you have put on the bar?
I would have had her put probably 55 on.
I
She
See?
also,
Thank you,
how
Luke.
long did it take her? Like maybe
I
just
think
push
I
harder
would.
next
How
time.
was the cap?
I don't know, 12 minutes.
I remember now because I told Trill my time.
Yeah, you didn't put it in
What
sugar
was the
one.
cap?
I don't even remember what she did.
Cap was, I think, 12 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, you were like 8 or 9
And
minutes,
I
I
was
remember.
pretty high up there. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So you just have, you just wanted to do more and then you broke your foot and now that's, payback for you thinking you had to do more.
You guys, you know that a run is not really anything.
I think you
It's just a
dogged it.
run. Huh?
I
Or-
think you dogged it.
Or
when
the
you said-
workout fucked her up so bad that she like went on this run and broke her foot from it. She was so tired. She couldn't
Well,
even
why would she
fucking
say
function.
it didn't do much for me?
I don't think that's what she meant. I think she meant, just was, not her best performance.
Anyway, when I came back, how come you didn't care, any of you? Luke,
Nobody
you said you were
that
gonna
big of a
look
We
at
deal.
it.
were informed that you were just getting a suntan.
Yeah, but when I dragged myself in and I sat next to you guys, were all playing yoga, and I said,
We weren't playing yoga. We were
Look-
Practicing gymnastics movements.
Yeah, you were doing yoga, crow pose and side crow.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
don't even remember. I think you're fine. But Rose, it's been great having you on the show.
All righty. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful night.
Yeah, we're just coming up on, the hour 20 mark.
Luke's gotta go.
Yeah, we're just talking about stuff we've already talked about with the chat, and
Okay.
it's also it's an hour 20. Did we finish what we were talking about?
We were talking about assisted suicide, and then we were talking about something else right before she called.
I don't remember. Coffee. Talking about Bishop.
We were just about to get into something. I don't remember what it was.
Should have wrote
It's
it
all right.
down.
It's all right, man. It's all right. Well,
Yeah, I don't
so you're
remember.
getting antsy. Your tone's really changed. So,
Yeah, dude.
Wednesday we'll pick it back up. Maybe I'll get my competition partner on here. We'll debrief.
Yeah, we'll dig in, talk about that, and talk about a future comp.
Future comp coming up.
Yeah.
Your coaching role. And
Yeah,
Super
Rose
Friends.
just said she called in because we were silent. We were talking about something.
No, we were
You're
talking
allowed.
about something.
You're allowed to call in, Rose. We're not saying that. We're just saying we were trying to recall what we were speaking of prior to that. We're happy you called in. We're happy for the the communication. All right, chat. GG's.
See ya.